Yeah, we're live.
What's the most tube ever played?
We're live.
Are we live?
I think we're live.
We're so live. I'm just kidding. I knew we were live, baby. It's Tuesday, the 22nd of the month of April, 2025. And baby, you are tuned in to the only stream on the internet. It's the GSG Weekly Dev Stream. You are listening to the voice of GSG, Aaron, marketing manager here at Ghost Ship Games. Joining me today are my colleagues, video producer and Mr. Monday himself, GSG Mark. Hello, Mark.
What's up, guys?
And joining us here in the booth is community manager and recently completed his master's degree in knowing when it's Tuesday. It's GSG Jacob.
Hope you have a nice Monday, Mark.
Hooked it up. And today we're playing a game as sensual as it is subterranean. That's Deep Rock Galactic. And it's this, what's the holiday with the bugs and the bunnies? And it's Easter. Easter is the name for it. We played Easter, and that's that we're playing Easter computer game. We're playing about buy an egg, going down underground, swing pickaxe around, get the hat. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And if you watch the stream calendar, you will know that today we are doing one class at a time, just like you make your way through grade school. So it's going to be all gunners, all drillers, all engineers, or all scouts.
I can't wait. What loadout are you guys running?
Gunner.
Gunner,
I'm going for an autocannon build. Big Bertha, baby.
Sounds lame.
a big berther.
Big Bertha. Yep.
Is that you?
Yeah. That's what we call them.
Well, I'm just gonna get the game started before you actually get to that part. So,
Oh, okay. Big
I'm
gunner
going-
energy. That's right. Cinnamon and win.
did you pick the mission, Mark?
Yes.
Okay, we're leaving.
Thanks for reminding me, just in case.
I have. Are you guys doing the new hat one?
No, we're doing the old hat one.
No, the new hat one.
No, we're doing the old hat one.
Well, I've got the new hat, so I don't care.
Yeah. We've got Mandy who's back. What's up, Mandy? We've got Bassard, we've got Tom, we've got Ectoplasm, Disgruntled Dude, Dark Opacity, Brogan Y, Snorpers, Hyper 7, Snick the Dark Lord, Arius 4912. What's up, guys?
What's the most you've ever lost?
Jack says, hello, GSG friends and chat. How's it going? It's going pretty good. We're first day back at work after the long Easter break, which I had a lovely time. Had a friend visit me in Copenhagen, walked around town, caught up with the homie, ate a bunch of delicious food, had some egg salad here and there, had some of the best pasta of my life, had some hamburgers. I've been grubbing hard.
You've been eating good.
I've been eating great, frankly. And that's been my Easter break, mostly that. What else did I do? I saw that Netflix show, Adolescence, which was pretty sad, but also really good. And then, oh yeah, Mark, you told me that you went and you killed the Pope. That's another thing that we did this weekend. You said you were there and... Sorry, we're alive.
Yeah.
Oh, we're live. That's
My
great.
bad. Rome. And Vatican.
Yeah, well, the DRG player count in Vatican City went down by 1.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's actually a true story. Yeah, not that it went down, but we actually have one player in in Vatican City. So
If we check again this week and it's 0,
we should check.
does that prove it?
That'd be hilarious.
It's close.
And also,
I
if you
somehow
guys
I
missed
don't really want to know. Actually, I just want to like keep thinking that was it.
Yeah, no, that's true. Maybe it's his grandson playing now. But also,
Wait, can the Pope have kids?
yeah, the new Rogue Core trailer premiered. What, 2 weeks ago?
Oh yeah, wait, shit, we haven't
We haven't even talked about that on stream yet. What do you guys in chat think? Like it?
Just no one responds.
It's just alright.
No one cares.
I don't know. It's kind of felt like I had seen it before when I launched. So I'm not.
Yeah. Oh, there's a spring bunny, guys.
Boing, 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 boing.
Boink, 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 boink.
But yeah, shit. Fucking Rogue Core closed alpha announced. In my head, we had like streamed since then, but you were completely right that we have not. So yeah, if for some reason this is your first time hearing about it, closed alpha announced, coming to a computer new year sometime soon. Within a couple weeks now.
If you're lucky and you get in.
If you're lucky, well, folks, the numbers are against you. We can say that.
Yeah, but go sign up on Steam. You can go and request access to the closed alpha right now.
Yeah.
Renoir on YouTube says, around what time did the idea for Rogue Core come, and what's the backstory for it? What made you guys decide on a roguelite? Boy, let's see. When did it come? We've been working on it for what, like 2.5, 3 years, something like that.
Yeah,
What's
something
it
like
there? Something like
I
that.
guess it's sort of spun off of like the RNG, like the procedural generation in Deep Rock already, right?
What do you mean?
I mean, we have the procedurally generated caves, that's like a roguelike element already. And I think Mike just wanted to expand on that. Yeah, I mean,
Technically speaking, does procedurally generated maps count for a roguelike aspect? I feel like that's
that's
games.
a part of it.
I think there's also always been talks about having more like
Hey, Aaron?
collectible upgrades in caves.
My son, please help
I
me.
guess-
He's very sick.
The jet boots are also an example of this, but we kind of wanted to expand it even further. That
Please, doctor, you have to help. So you have to help my rabbit son. Yes, he eat too many carrots. I need to take him to doctor. You are only doctor who can help heal my little pink son. I know he does not look like me, but I promise he my son. Please, can't you help me heal my... Oh my God, my son! I put him in the dish.
Sorry, Mark, you were saying something actually useful and informative.
it's not important. Don't worry about it. It's all good.
Thoughts and prayers to that rabbit.
But, oh right, we're talking about idea for Rogue Core, where that came from, and what classifies as something as procedurally generated.
Yeah.
Or what, pardon me, whether procedural generation counts for a Rogue Core. I think, what did did we come up with the lore idea first, or just like, hey, wouldn't it be cool if roguelike deep
I think the genre came first. And I know it's been on the drawing board for a while, even before we actually started working on it.
Yeah,
'Cause,
there was a desire to make it like an expansion at first.
yeah.
But it just, I mean, I think it outgrew something that fits inside Deep Rock as it is. I know a lot of people still say, oh, we should just add it as a mode to Deep Rock, but that's not possible, I think.
No, trust me. When you guys get your hands on it, you'll understand why. I think.
Yeah, I mean, there's you can read a little bit more about it on the I wrote up a little blurb on it on the Deep Rock, or pardon me, not the Deep Rock, the Rogue Core store page under the I think it's FAQ section on the store page, but just sort of explaining about that. And if you were just tuning into that whole thing now, there was part of just like with game, the way the game functions. I mean, there's stuff like there was a lot of just. Creatively, there's a lot more wiggle room, and it was a lot more fun and motivating for us to work on if we didn't feel like everything had to check back in and fit with Deep Rock. Just anything from like looking at, okay, maybe reworking a damage system or something like that. And if we do that in Rogue Core and you want to play with that, then you either couldn't or somehow how does that fit with Deep Rock? So there's a ton of little gameplay aspects that wouldn't quite make it for a good fit. And then also we want to do early access because that was a really it's great for Deep Rock Galactic, and you can't do early access on DLC. So that was another big motivator.
Yeah, honestly, a lot of things are different, even though I think the game can look similar at a glance. It's like the class system. I think they just reworked the way elemental damage works, and it's a lot of things that are just completely completely different under the hood.
Sean's on YouTube says, my only concern with Rogue Core, will we be able to rock and stone? Yeah, you absolutely will. So don't worry about that one.
The trailer is super cool. Also, who did the music for the trailer? Because it goes hard. That is the work of Sophus, who also composed the DRG soundtrack. And the sound design in the trailer is done by our in-house sound designer Joachim. And those guys worked really hard on.
Do we know who produced it this time? Because it used to be Troll's old sound designer. Are we even doing like? I'm not sure if it's just like better out the box this time.
I think Joachim also had his hands.
Yeah. Okay.
On it. Yeah.
Charged over those sound people are like
But yeah, I know the music
squids
really
or octopi.
carries that trailer. They it's such a treat to work on a trailer that has custom music made for it.
Yeah, the whole with the red light flashing and the
Yeah.
yeah. Sick. How did that work? Does he go and do you say like I need a cool 1 minute 30 song that has like a hit, or what's the?
No. He gave me the music as is, and then I tried to find things that fit with the music. So I figured that the alarm sound was already in from the beginning.
Yeah. Mark forced us to like stay up to play raw core just to get the footage.
That is also partly true. No, so I just figured that the alarms in the game fit really well with that segment, and then I think it was by chance. I don't even think I sped it up at all so that it fit perfectly. I think by coincidence it also like fit the exact rhythm of the alarms in game, because those alarms are actually what also. Those alarms trigger, not the alarms trigger, but the lights start flashing like that when there's a swarm in game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool. I didn't know that. Diamond Monster says, will we get the trailer song in the game too?
I think it might already be in Rollcore in some form. I think the challenge with doing that is that it also needs to be longer than the trailer is, and it needs to be able to loop. So I'm not sure if the current version of it loops yet, but I know they want some shape of it in game too.
Kobe over on YouTube says, which dwarf has the voice actor's original voice? I think none of them. They're all pitched by some percentage, right? But isn't mine not? This is an answer that I'm not fully sure on, but a little bit sure. That I think Engineer is closest to his natural voice.
Yeah, I think we can see it on if you go to the wiki.gg, it's on there. I think on each class it says the pitch.
Ah, okay.
I'm just busy playing video games, so I can't do it right now.
Unprofessional, frankly.
I know.
Dark Apostasy says, how many people will get into the first round of closed alpha? Remains to be seen, because we're still kind of figuring out like exactly how long we run that first round of the alpha and the first round of the playtest, pardon me, and like there may be a difference between how many we let in like right when we press the button to launch it, and then maybe we think, actually this works stable, we can let more people in. Maybe we don't. So we don't. That's something we have to figure out when we get closer to having a stable build that's ready for release.
I think we'll adjust it based on our needs, and then later we might adjust it based on your needs. Like letting more people in.
Yeah, good way to phrase it.
But regardless, it's just to set expectations. It's not going to be a lot of people. And that's not because we're like purposely trying to be like tricky and exclusive. It's just because we have a really big, have a lot of people signed up.
And also our first priority is getting a lot of like qualitative feedback. So like having people go in and actually like leave the feedback and gather thoughts on it in a way that we can react and make the game better for everyone. So we're mostly interested in people that want to actively participate in providing feedback.
I guess we're both like letting people in like based on like just testing, and then also handpicking people we know have like a great knowledge of Deep Rock, and then are able to leave like good feedback on it for the first round.
Yeah. So to answer your question in a long way, I don't know exactly how many people will let in, but just again to set expectations, you probably don't have a really big chance of it just because there's a lot of people that signed up. But our hope is every consecutive playtest can get bigger, that we can say, all right, well, that worked. We've got, we got what we needed from this first smaller, more focused playtest. Now let's see if the feedback we get or how the game performs, if that changes when we do a much scaled up type of a playtest. And there's, for the developers, the reason, like we get, when Mark was saying about qualitative feedback, there's two different types that we want, and one is qualitative, which is people fill out a form that says, oh, well, like an open-ended text thing where they say, this worked for me, this didn't, I thought this was cool, I thought this sucked. And that's really, really nice. But that also takes a lot of our time as devs to like go through and process. And then later on, we also get quantitative feedback, which is just stuff like how many people pick this weapon, or when they get this choice of picking this upgrade, how many people do it. And if we have upgrades that, say, get picked 2% of the time or 80% of the time, then maybe we should balance. So that would be an example of quantitative feedback in the opposite direction. And that is much easier to harvest at in Greatfall. And we'll probably do that in later, we'll be more focused on that in later playtests.
Go deep.
Is it possible that the rogue core classes will come to the classic DRG? No. And that's also part of the reason that we decided to eventually make it into a standalone game, because a lot of the DNA of the original DRG is exactly that, the classes, and we don't really want to pollute the fantasy of the four dwarves with multiple different characters, as it'll be in Rogue Core.
Yeah, we're very invested in our dwarf fantasies. But there is also, and both as like a fantasy and sort of immersion thing, but then also just like lore-wise and balance-wise, it's canonically meant that these reclaimers are like elite troops that are sent into new jobs that DRG miners could never, or are simply not like equipped to do. And so it kind of
Like shower.
Yeah, like shower, or like not kill scout and things like that. And the lore, like it would be weird if you suddenly played and then were either just like so overpowered that it wasn't fun, or suddenly you were like, you had to be rebalanced, and it was like if you're a space marine and having a hard time with like regular grunts kind of thing. I don't know if that makes sense. TJZ2024 says, question, will Rogue Core Melee be similar to Darktide Melee? No, absolutely not. It will not be nearly that, anywhere near that level of depth or mechanics to it. So
Yeah, I still feel like saying that this melee in is kind of a stretch, because it's like a class that has like a melee ability, which has a cooldown. So it's I mean, you're not gonna be like swinging axes and stuff. At least not like it's currently.
yeah, it's closer to the power attack that exists in the game than anything else. That is, by definition, a melee attack, but it's not.
Which will still be there.
Yeah, which will still be there, but it's not like saying that seems like a stretch to say, oh yeah, the game has melee because of that. Mr. Soap says, how many classes are in Rogue Core? Right now, and for the closed alpha, will be 4 playable classes. However, with Rogue Core, we are open to having more than that, and that's also the hope and the intention that we'll make more. And again, that's another example of something that we could not do if it was regular style Deep Rock, because weaving those new characters in and all of the balance implications that would bring with it is not something that we would be. It would be way harder to do with Deep Rock. But with Rogue Core, the game is designed from the ground up that we could, in theory, bring in new classes and balance that. But the game would work in the fundamentals as well with 8 different classes as it would with 4.
Yeah, and if you've been following our streams, you also know that like design-wise, we have an issue with like keep adding content to Deep Rock, because it just gets bloated, because a new weapon would mean 4 new weapons because we have 4 classes and so on. And I don't think we're gonna have the same restrictions in Rogue Core, but that also means that like crossroad cosmetics are harder to do, because like I think there are new like face models and everything in Rogue Core, so it's not really just like a Deep Rock with like a different mode. It has a lot of new things that just makes it like a different game, also more fun to work with for the designers, I think, at this point, and easier to expand on, because we learned a lot from Deep Rock.
Hey, will Rogue Core be harder to run than DRG? It's kind of hard to tell. We haven't done any like formal testing of the specific like PC requirements yet, but what we have done is we've set the minimum requirements to be that of the recommended requirements for DRG.
Yeah, this is without any testing, just so you're aware.
Yeah, this
We
is
changed.
without any testing, but it is running on Unreal Engine 5. And there are some tweaks to the way that the lighting is handled in game, which makes it a bit more demanding than regular style DRG.
Roman C over on YouTube says, "Oh, I'm already signed up. I misunderstood it as people are already playing the closed alpha right now." No, they're not. The closed alpha is not live, and we'll probably we'll make a post on the Rogue Core page when the alpha goes live, but also we don't, just to sort of set expectations, we don't want to make this huge crazy I don't know, a countdown thing of 10 days till the alpha goes live, because it brings more focus on if you don't get picked for it, you've built up more expectations, so it sucks more, and then also ultimately this is a tech testing and game it sounds too brainy to be this is a research project, but ultimately this is for us to get clever about the game and help tweak it and adjust it, and less of a big marketing push to be to build a ton of hype. I understand that there is hype around it, which we're all super enthusiastic and we're all excited about it, that everyone is hyped for it, but ultimately it's for trying to gather some data and see what works and see what doesn't work, stuff like that. So
Are we switching class?
Oh yeah.
Driller?
Yes, let's do it.
Yevgeny says, "Are you selecting people for alpha based on the hardware, among other things?" No, we have no way of. All we get is your email or Steam profile or whatever. We have no way of knowing what kind of hardware you're running. You could have no computer at all and have signed up from the library, and we would not know.
Yeah, Steam doesn't let us cherry pick like that. It's mostly based on region.
Are machine events in Rogue Core, and if so, are overclocks for machine events random like in DRG? We won't have overclocks in the same way as we do in DRG, but I guess you could say that we have a type of machine event. So every mission will have a random objective that can spawn, which you can optionally choose to complete to gain extra Expedite. And I guess those optional objectives are kind of similar to
pretty much the things you do in the caves are all tiny machine events in a way, tiny things to activate and go through tiny. I wouldn't say mini games because that makes it sound so bland, but it is sort of some things I think you kind of will be able to recognize because it has some deep rock DNA in it, but it's there's a lot of fun things in there, I think. So. Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to being working with you.
I don't know how to say that name. Says, "If the new minimum requirements for Rogue Core is DRGs recommended, I'm going to cry." Well, buddy, get your tissues out, because I think that's currently what we have listed on Steam. Not to say that couldn't change, but we just put that there as kind of a
yeah.
You can't say in Danish, "slap a pose" and slap on the bag
It's a guesstimate.
As a bag.
Guesstimate is the best thing, I think.
As a sack tapping guess.
No, it's a guesstimate.
It's a guesstimate.
Yeah, guesstimate. Only took me 5 tries to punch through your stream words.
And English isn't even your native language.
What do you mean?
What are you talking about?
There's a big drop here. Watch out.
This is Mark and a music festival.
Skrillex. Mark just found Skrillex.
The big drop over here, guys.
Your own fault for being full of goodies.
Oh, we should have done deep
I think we need to restart. I accidentally brought the Subata.
Why do you guys hate the Subata so
It
much?
just sucks.
I don't really mind it, frankly.
I think it's one of my favorite weapons in the video game, Rock Galactic.
That's why you don't get asked stuff from the designers anymore, Mark. I every time we play Rogue Core and I get that as first pick, I just reroll.
You got a really good Subata roll the other day. A legendary Subata.
Yeah, that actually sucked.
Tell the people about it, Jacob.
It actually sucked because I took it, but it sucked because it converted all my damage to elemental damage. So I actually did no damage except elemental damage. Really bad.
But it was legendary.
It was I mean it was
legendary upgrades in Rogue Core.
probably worth a lot if I could sell
rare.
it. But,
I think I've only encountered maybe.
I just got slapped by the rabbit.
Oh wait, grab by the rabbit. Watch out for the grabber, by the way.
Watch out. Okay, I'm taking a different route in because it sucks. I'm taking your hole, Mark.
Thanks.
Wait. Oh, it's over here, right? Oh, that's
Driver 92 says, will there be more bangers as music in Road Core? Yeah, we have teamed up with 9 Inch Nails, Brian Eno, Charlie XCX,
and Billy Ray Cyrus.
Billy Ray Cyrus. and Rascal Flatts. And we're getting together for, I think, ultimately, what's going to be a legendary soundtrack. I'm just goofing. It's the same composer.
Mixtape to end all mixtapes.
And he's still as good as he was, if not better. So yeah, the music's gonna be freaking banging.
I mean,
I think it's better.
every time you have to go to the restroom here at the office on 4th floor, you pass by Sophus's office. He's the only one. Fun fact: he's the only one in the at Ghost Ship Games who has his own office because he needs a door he can close. And
Isn't it technically Joachim's office or Sander's office? It's just.
I think they share.
Did they? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's just shared office space for all the audio people because there's good speakers and it's like sound isolated and all that good stuff.
And they can't
But
hear
it's-
us or Aaron.
Yeah, but every time you have to go to the restroom, the chances are you'll probably hear Sophus just like play some banger music from the tracks he's currently working on. And sometimes when you walk past him, he'll quickly open the door and be like, "Hey, come listen to this. What do you think?" And then you're in there headbanging for the 5 minutes, and then you can finally go
poop,
relieve yourself. Yeah.
And your head banging, just fucking bursting with piss, wishing you could go piss. You're listening to that.
Mark has
music
been
and you're
constipated for
God, I
6
can't
months because of the new soundtrack.
wait. Mark's just shitting himself listening to the soundtrack. Fuck, dude, this sounds so good.
I can't contain it, man. When I hear that music, it's just
Eventually, Sofa stops
It's
inviting
the
you to listen because he
brown
thinks
note.
it's weird. First game with the brown note soundtrack.
So good, you'll shit yourself.
side effect. Can cause compulsive shit.
My kids are constipated all the time. I should get them to listen to the soundtrack.
Really?
Yeah.
What do they eat?
Not fiber.
Lego bricks and
I wish.
Mostly candy.
catch Jacob.
You should give them sugar-free gummies.
Oh shit. Didn't see you.
That's what they'll make you do. Mixtape 82 says, is the tone of Rogue Core significantly more serious than DRG? It's more serious, but I like, it's still gonna have like dumb jokes and stuff. Like, it's the same dumbasses.
think
that make it, so we're still gonna have our sense of humor there.
It's also kind of hard to tell at this point, but I think we imported a lot of like the same old things into like the voice lines and stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't think it has found the tone yet, or like it's not. I don't think it's not done.
We're gonna have a tone slider in the options. You can just kind of pick what kind of vibe you want. More games should have that.
Vibe slider.
Like when people ask about the removing swear words from Deep Rock, we can just have like a slider for how the family values slider.
It goes from fuck to fuck, 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 fuck.
Aw, snap!
Heck.
Flip ya.
Flip, yeah. Oh, the bunny's running around over here.
Yeah, looking for it. There he is.
Blind it.
Let me set him on fire so it's easier to see.
But-
BBDFP says on Twitch says, "Do dwarves goon?" Mark, I'll let you take that one.
No, I'll counter that with another question for the chat. How many of you guys are cooking meth in your
Hours
spare
a week.
time right now? Because I'm all over schedule one, personally.
I feel like we're going off script currently. I'm not. Is that just me?
No, you're on page 7, Jacob.
Oh, right. Sorry.
On the bottom.
I was still at the gooning part.
You always get stuck there, man.
It's because the pages are sticky. my favorite bug, the rolling Clifford Warden. Look at him go. Hang on. Oh,
No, but seriously, I'm fucking obsessed with Schedule 1 right now. You guys should play it.
Without referencing the game at all, just for a clean 2-second clip or like 2-minute clip, can you just tell me some tips on like selling drugs?
Yeah. No, so yesterday I just bought the materials to cook meth,
Okay.
and I baked it in an oven for 5 hours.
Interesting.
And then I cracked it up and packaged it in small Ziploc baggies.
Okay.
And yeah, it sold like hot bread.
Wow, great. Were you mostly selling to like adults or kids, or what's the?
Mostly adults.
Okay, but you wouldn't have any scruples
And also,
about selling.
I mean, I passed some on to my dealers. I have 2
Okay.
dealers right now.
Yeah, where are they from?
I don't know where they're from.
Okay. Not something you looked at on the CVs.
One of them is his name is Benji.
Okay.
He's really talented. He brings in like over maybe 2K a day.
Wow, that's really good.
He takes a 20% cut.
Hmm.
So just call the
The police?
No,
yeah, I can call the.
fucking cops and get this menace hauled off to jail.
Aren't content creators free to upload footage of ROCK if they get the alpha test? Yes. We're not gonna have any restrictions on that.
I remember EA doing like a Battlefield one at some point, like a closed alpha, and they just had like your game tag or something like just scrolling over the screen constantly to make sure you didn't like release footage from it. People still did.
Just like basically just a watermark in the whole game.
Yeah.
Cool.
Like they
And I think
just
it's like a watermark that it updates, it places itself on a different location on your monitor every frame or something.
yeah.
So it's basically impossible to hide. It's pretty clever actually.
That is smart. If you're a narc.
By the way, has anyone seen that an Oblivion remaster is getting revealed today?
I haven't, Mark.
I'm ridiculously excited about that. Not gonna lie.
You're ridiculously excited about it?
Yeah.
I'm actually not excited about it. Oh, it's,
Did you play Oblivion?
I did.
Were
I mean, look at how many versions of Skyrim we've gotten over the last couple of years, right? I mean, I don't want to go through that again. I don't need Oblivion on my smart fridge. I don't even have a smart fridge.
Like judging
Okay.
by the screenshots, it's they've actually really.
How much is it gonna cost, Mark?
Yeah, that's what I'm.
How much are you willing to pay? Are you gonna pay $60 on day one?
I'm gonna guess it's gonna cost
$60.
$49.
49.
$49.99.
No, but now it's a classic. Now it's an antique. They can charge more. It's Bethesda. They're going for 60, and in 2
think it
months
might
it'll be
be
half off.
Yeah, they might actually go for 60.
I remember.
And I think they'll do their best to justify it, because I think the rumors are that there will be a lot of like gameplay improvements too, like they reworked the archery system and they're adding like a new. At least the rumors say they're adding like a new dodge mechanic. In the same way as like Dark Souls and stuff, so they've gone in and
But is that a good thing?
I don't know. I expect the number 4 to shift into 5 and 1, 6, and the universe will collapse on itself. I actually think you might be right, Jeff Heaney, that they might. I mean, it would make sense if they used this to also tease something related to the next Elder Scrolls.
I think they're just doing it to buy time, so they don't have to release the next Elder Scrolls. Like,
wasn't it like? Isn't it like 8 years since the first teaser was released?
I can't even remember what I've seen from that game because it's been so long.
120 gigabyte for Oblivion remaster is insane. Yeah, I know, right? 30-euro horse armor DLC. I think I'm hoping all the DLC.
Are we
will be
switching to engineers? We're switching to engineers.
Yeah, engineers.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, boy.
Hey, Dago Doc is already came prepared for the stream, man.
Yeah.
What's up, Dago? Alright. I don't know about you guys, but I'm going full-on pump action mode on this bad boy.
Oh shit.
Has the ROCK closed alpha started yet? No, Bobby boy, not yet. We'll let you know when it does.
Oh, will we?
They'll probably charge 70 and have some deluxe edition for 120. Oh, I hope not, Jack. That would suck big time.
Ospion in YouTube says, can you play ROCK solo as well? Would it be harder, or will there be a robot companion like Bosco? There will be a robot companion like Bosco. It's going to be the same sort of setup as Deep Rock, where we make it with the intent, like the idea is that it's a co-op game, but it will be playable for if you're a lonely loser with no
I
friends.
think his name is Cooper, though. The new bot.
Cooper.
Cisco.
Hi, Cooper. Cisco's that's not a bad name.
No. No.
Cooper Cisco?
Cooper.
What?
Cisco. I couldn't remember what he was called, so I just started calling him Cisco because of like Cisco Rooters and stuff and Bosco.
Because of my aunt's dog when I was growing up. You can say it.
But that was named after the guy who did the thong song, right?
Yeah.
Of course.
Was Ding Dong Song by Gunther also a big thing in Europe, or was that just Americans' idea of what Europeans
Which one?
listen to? The you touch my
I think it was pretty big in Europe too, yeah.
Yeah.
But we've been used to that shit for a while, so.
Having your tra-la-la touched by a German musician?
Yeah.
Or what do you mean?
That's like an ongoing theme in Europop.
Gotta get that handle on that. I remember that song came out, and then for about 5 years in the U.S., or at least everyone that I knew was just like, this is what Europeans listen to. Meanwhile, we had awesome shit like Linkin Park, so fuck you guys.
I think there's like, I remember like 3 Danish bands that just like went all in on that sort of music.
Which was Aqua, Smile DK, and who else?
I'm thinking cartoons, and there's what's he? What the hell is he called?
What's it called?
Yeah, what's that? That was like a lot of people like that did these like sort of sexual like Euro pop things. I just can't remember them.
Next suspect.
What?
That's not Europop. Kinky Fiddle doesn't count as Europop.
I mean,
This is what's got me
let's
banned from many music forums.
let's hear him out. Let's hear him out.
I've said my piece.
I'll keep going, Mark. Say more.
That's fine.
Mark, say more. Could you translate the lyrics?
Can you
Have you guys
voice
heard
act?
Have you guys heard my impression of LOC from Suspect?
No, but I
Those
bet
just
you do
titles.
a pretty good wall beat.
LOC is not a suspect. You mean?
What? I thought he was.
No.
No, he is.
Well, what's
He is a suspect. He's not.
LOC is his own artist.
I thought he was. I thought he was the guy that raps in Suspect.
No, that's Klapfyr.
No.
And what's Don Domingo? I don't know what's his name.
I would know, but well,
Sick references,
that one.
bros.
yeah.
Is it just me, or I feel like we are rarely triggering waves in these acts for some reason?
I'm
cheating.
not paying attention.
I do not know what's going on my screen, man. Sorry.
Playing Helldivers in my head.
Put an idler bot up.
How would people report bugs for Rocore? Is there an official platform like DRG, or is it all informal via Discord? That's a great question, Radial, and I think to begin with, we'll encourage everyone to join Discord, and we're currently working on a way so that people with closed alpha access will receive a special role on Discord, which grants you access to some closed alpha channels where you can leave feedback and report bugs and all that jazz.
Yeah, the alpha will have like a special invite link that'll give you access. That give you a role and then give you access. And it'll also check if you have the game, so you can't just
Share it with friends.
Yeah. That's mainly because the designers really just want like feedback from people who are actually playing the game, not people who like just saw a video and think that something they saw it should be changed. We really want hands-on experience to begin with. That's a bulk. Then we will still have the regular Rocore forums or like channels on Discord. So feel free to go there. And we're not gonna restrict like content or anything. Just like the feedback will be in a closed-off forum for the people that are actually in the alpha to begin with.
Holy shit, that bulk died fast.
It's already dead?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know how did you guys? Okay.
I didn't touch it.
I layered it a little bit, but I don't think.
Maybe Dago has a.
Missed.
What's Enchi's best DPS build? Like if you're
Like
Lock-on rifle, maybe? I don't know, actually.
yeah, I would guess that or the overdrive booster on the Death Star laser.
the Star Laser. We should call it that.
Question:
Oh,
is
that's
it
a lot of
Thursday
nuts.
in Denmark, or does it come that you stream today? It's a Tuesday in Denmark.
Mark, how'd you know that?
Aaron reminded me.
Could you rephrase
roughly
that question
47
as a
47 minutes
question?
ago. Oh, hyperpropellant is what they go nuke the. Is that really effective against the bulk? Or
If you hit like a
guess if you
weak
hit-
spot, I think.
Yeah, if you hit its big old blisters.
Yeah. You hit it like right on the knee. Make it step on a Lego, then it's. I don't want
It's
this
weak knee.
anymore. Usually live stream from devs. Holy moly, Jesus really did reincarnate. Come on, man. We've not been streaming for a week, and that's it. I mean, it's not like.
And apart from that, we've been streaming for 5 years. So if you
Yeah.
just noticed, welcome.
Yeah. That's a long
Hit
con.
the weak spot, it deals about 30% damage. Holy shit, they're going sick. What's up, Thomas? Over on YouTube. Gotta go for dinner now. Later. See you, Manny.
Enjoy your dinner, Mandy.
Remember to eat your vegetables. Oh, it's in here.
Nice. Is that? Okay, I oh, no, never mind. Never mind.
I still love that like the assignment for Easter is just egg hunt.
It's all.
It's all.
I think it's actually pretty fun.
Yeah, that's
Run a
hilarious.
ton of egg hunt missions.
We all know that's the best mission anyway.
You have my full support, legends. Proud GOG driller.
Did I
and
forget the
can't
body?
wait for roll call. Much love. That's awesome practice.
All right.
Thanks for tuning in, man.
I'm gonna go get my son. He's very sick, you know.
It's constipated again.
Look at this death trap we've cooked up here.
Yeah, beautiful.
Oh, you have regrets? Oh shit. Oh no. Oh shit. Oh.
Pump action is so satisfying, man.
Anos made that overclock just for you.
Did someone bury the? Oh, wait. Oh, there's.
Speaking of Easter assignments, any reason why past Easter assignment aren't all egg hunters too? I think I would guess it's because the designers would be concerned that would be too much egg hunt.
What do you mean, Mark?
Hey,
Considering
hey,
the
Aaron.
first one is
What?
My son.
Where?
Here.
I'm coming, Jacob.
My boy,
My boy.
my beautiful son. Something wrong with him. I need you to help him. He ate too many eggs. Now he's sick.
Alright, I'm pressing the buttons. Screw you guys.
Okay.
The duality of dwarves. What are your thoughts about the passive-aggressive mission control mod? I don't think, did we play with that
No.
last stream? No.
I haven't. I have no thoughts about it.
Sounds fun.
I'm a sort of a purist when it comes to Robert's voice.
Me as well. Speaking of Robert's voice, Black in YouTube says, in Rogue Core, mission control, is it the same guy from the original DRG team? Yes, but probably will have a reduced role compared to Deep Rock, because lore-wise there's this gray out zone that, like, the whole reason that Rogue Core happens is that there's this anomalous gray out zone, sort of like if you've seen Annihilation, something akin to that no communications can get in or out. So it doesn't make sense to have mission control be able to talk to you the whole mission. So he'll have some role, but we're working on figuring out what the in-mission director is going to be.
Yeah. To explain it in terms that even Mark understands, they're going through a tunnel, and that's what I like. My least favorite thing about like the Rise of the Skywalker movie. I mean, I know that's the second of the new trilogy was like how they make that joke in the beginning where he can't hear him because he's like flying through a tunnel in space. It's just so dumb.
Which one?
What's it called? It's not. I'm gonna look it up.
Wait, which one's Rise of the Skywalker? Is that one of the
Right,
new
that's
ones?
the last one, I think. Yeah.
The last chronologically, like in the
Yeah,
storyline?
the second of the new one. What's it called? It's so insignificant, I forgot.
Hilby asks, will there be compressed gold or beta gems we can spam ping? Not yet. I don't know how we'll tackle that actually. We still haven't decided what type of gems and stuff you'll be able to collect in Rogue Core. But for now, they're out.
Part of the question also with
Oh, the
Rogue
Last
Core is-
Jedi. That's it.
The Last Jedi. Part of the reason that they're out is also with Rogue Core. It's a game that is like the core gameplay loop requires you to play on a faster tempo. Like Deep Rock, you don't really get punished that hard for like fucking around. Whereas Rogue Core, you need to keep moving, and that's just part of the foundation of the game is that you have to keep the tempo up, keep moving, and so having like gameplay things that like gems where the joke becomes you stop and ping it forever could sort of fuck up the gameplay flow. So we're still figuring out how to deal with that.
What level are you guys on your performance passes, by the way?
100 on the 5th season. So I'm on
Really?
Holy shit.
Someone's
What the
been journeying.
Yeah.
100?
I'm on
Really?
90.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh.
on 62.
God damn it,
Oh.
Mark.
Yeah.
Why do we
No, I
even
got the
pay
whole
you
thing.
if you don't like the game?
Check out my scout. I got the whole thing.
Chicken biscuit. Chicken biscuit. Get the hoochie.
I've been waiting to get this one. I'll take it.
Just do that. I'm gonna play my Forge Lords. Are we going scouts now? Let's go scouts now.
Okay, we're scooting.
Are we going scouts now? Hey guys, are we doing scouts? Hey, are we thinking maybe we are going with the scouts? I'm gonna play scouts. Black.
We should do like 2 with Mark for Death and 2 with like super cooling chamber.
We can do that. I'm doing. Yeah, I've got a mark for death scout. I'm happy with it.
Oh, you Mark. For Death.
I don't have a mark for death.
Do you have super cooling chamber?
For what?
The
M1000?
That,
Gives you a mega
don't
power.
just don't follow
No.
the meta. Just be
No,
boring.
I don't have super cooling chamber either.
Mark, you just have cover climb.
Hold on, wait. Let me go and check if I can craft it. One sec.
Craft these nuts.
Black over on YouTube says, from what I know, the Rogue Core squad is still in Hoxus, right? That's correct. But the main enemies are not the Glyphids. That's also correct. But the core crawler type, deeper in Hoxus, comma, any new type of enemies for us? Question mark. If I'm understanding that right, I'm just going to answer based on what I think you asked. And so, yeah, no, there's no more Glyphids, because we're deeper down in Hoxus. It's a different biome habitat to a different type of enemy, which is the core spawn. And they're sort of slightly more, well, most of them are more humanoid. Not all of them, though. But yeah, it's an entirely different like school of enemies. So I'm not, right now, it remains to be seen if any enemies from Deep Rock make it into the game. We're a little bit like, right now there's cave leeches in it, but we're also
There's also a
wondering
green
if
loot
that-
bug.
Yeah, there's a green loot bug, but there's no Glyphids currently. So kind of depends.
Rock and stone. Rock
What about electrocuting focus shot? Can we use that?
What does it do?
Sure.
I can also just go with something.
Oh,
completely
I
different.
got Mark for Death. Wait, what's my secondary? Hold on.
I'm voting Mark for death.
What a Mark.
I
For
can also
president.
just go hover clock.
Just Mark, just.
Mark, do whatever you think's fun, dude.
All right, I'll go hover clock.
I just want you to have fun.
Hover clock and special powder. How's that sound?
Mark, it sounds awesome. It sounds like you'll be flying
Cute
all over. the
Cup
place.
on YouTube is asking, does Rogue Core have a more horror aspect? It's definitely darker. And has like scarier things in it. Bit more body horror. I'm not sure if it's like, it's not scary.
The only body horror element is that if we detect you've been playing for 4 hours straight, we activate your webcam and show you what you look like. But other than that, no, we're working on the rest.
Is there any giant sponge enemies? We do have. I wouldn't say it's a sponge enemy per se, but we have.
Do you mean like bullet sponge or just like
Yeah.
sponge like the organism? There's
Oh yeah, that's a difference there. That's true. I was thinking bullet sponge, but
Yeah,
if
I mean,
you
who
like-
wants sponges like in game like as like an enemy?
I don't know.
I feel we definitely have some enemies that are like tankier than others, and also like as you play, each level you get to pick like a risk vector, and you can pick some risk vectors that like really beef off some of the enemies. That's
somebody's name who I can't read because it appears in blue text on a blue background. Says, is there going to be a hazard level system in Rogue Core 2? I think we're undecided. Is that?
Currently, we have like different run difficulties where you.
yeah,
you
that's more like
start on
length, right? Length and more enemies, I think.
Yeah, as I understand it, you start on the easier run and then you unlock the harder ones
Yeah.
as you play.
I know. I know. I saw like one of our, I think Johan commented on it on one of our close testers things, and I think we don't like. The games are so different. We can't really translate like the has difficulties. I know some people like really, like has a really good feel for like what a has difficulty is. I don't think we will have that, but we will have like there will be things that are more difficult, and you can also adjust it like as you go. But it's also like you sort of randomly get your loadout during the game, so that also plays in to how hard the run will be. So it's not just like piling enemies on, because the RNG content will be significantly higher and have a higher influence on how your run will go and how you need to adapt. So
I'm loving all the Rogue Core questions, guys, by the way. Keep them coming.
yeah, we should have played Rogue Core instead.
I can sense the hype has escalated over the last week. It's been awesome.
Killed the loot box, and I'm not so proud about it.
Panderlord says, probably hear this often, but when will the playtest happen? Or other question, where do I find out when it opens? Check Rogue Core Steam page for that one. It's not active right now. We're not going to let you know like, oh, it's happening in 2 days, but we'll post when it is live.
Yeah, drop a follow on the Rogue Core page. I think that's
Yeah, that's another, with the way that Steam sorts like information, if you, what am I trying to say with this sentence? The way that like Steam sorts blog posts and gives them priority in your feed, if it's just a game you've wish listed, it doesn't, like a lot of that stuff can kind of get buried in your news feed. So clicking follow and not just wish listing the game on Steam can also make sure that you actually get the updates.
And also, I would encourage all of you guys that are interested in getting like a monthly developer update thing to go and sign up for the newsletter that Aaron is writing.
Classic. Yeah, if you'd like to find out whether I can not only speak but also read and write, you can test that by going on to the Ghost Ship website on the Contact Us page, and then you can get my monthly newsletter, which will have anything relevant to Rogue Core and all that. We'll definitely show in the newsletter, along with a bunch of other cool shit about behind-the-scenes things, little jokes, little goofs, little game stuff, Deep Rock stuff. Everything Ghost Ship will be on there. Sometimes cool stuff like Untouchables playtest invites. Cool things like that.
And fun facts. What was the fun fact last newsletter? Do you remember?
I don't remember. No.
Maybe someone in chat does.
Must not that time. Well,
It's time to show if you're a true fan. What was the fun fact of this month? I'm just kidding. We love you all equally.
of a true
it's because Aaron, he just runs through ChatGPT and then like let that do the job. We should do that at some point, just see if people notice us.
I would not. That was Dark Apostasy says, question, wait, will you do dev streams in Rogue Core when the pre-alpha tests are happening? Yeah, for sure. It'd be weird if we didn't.
We're just waiting for permission to do it. So.
Yeah, we're just waiting for our bosses to say you can play computer games.
Our moms.
And until then, we're playing different computer games. We have to get all our parents' permission to go online to play Rogue Core. And until then, we can't. Panderlord says, how many new voice lines can we expect in Rouge Core, and will the old voice lines transfer over? And will we get some cute lines about missing Molly? Three-part question. How many new voice lines can we expect in Rogue Core? I don't know, dude. I mean, probably, I mean, you can safely say north of 1,000 to start with, because you'd be, I mean, but again, voice lines can be as much as like,
There's a Nyakata troller there, we gotta take it out.
or it could just be reloading, so both those count. Anyway, You can expect a lot, north of 1,000. But will voice lines be reused? Maybe some like Rock and Stone stuff will, but a lot of those voice lines from Deep Rock won't be relevant to this game. And then some cute voice lines about missing Molly. No, because lore-wise, Reclaimers are not people who would have ever used Molly. So,
The truck, you mean?
Molly? Yeah.
Mark, you need to stop playing Schedule 1.
Oh. I thought you said truck.
This is actually an intervention stream.
Mind. Mark indicts himself.
Should I just push it, or do you wanna like hug the Cliffords first?
Go ahead and push it.
Go ahead, push the button. Radial says, Rogue Core has big events, like that Crystal Cracking one. But will there also be smaller, faster events? Think like Deep Dive Tiny Refinery Pod, which is quick and easy. Maybe. I mean, it's definitely something that we're like open to and experimenting with. It just kind of depends on what of it we try that we like, and then how much time we have to refine and implement that stuff. But it's definitely something that we're considering. I think right now there's like one. I'm not super up to date on what sort of different things we're testing at the moment, but I know that like there was one where there's like a patch of like a sort of a cube of soil that's implanted in the earth, and you need to go in there and try and dig out like a number of like reward resource-rich crystals and stuff like that. I don't know, there's a lot of different stuff going on.
Yeah, and you can like on the screen you can see what's like kind of rewards sort of like left, so it's like a kind of a dice roll every time. I think it's pretty funny. It's a fun event.
And Alfred made the actually like the constructed facility around it. Super sick.
Oh, cool! I haven't seen that yet.
The mule is secured. Initiating launch sequence. Deep Rock Galactic thanks you for your good work. Drop pod will leave you.
Oh, and Jones says, why are you guys playing 4 scouts? It was a 4-for-1 deal. We got it cheap.
We're afraid of the
good
dark,
deal.
so
In T-minus 4 minutes.
Were you guys afraid of the dark as kids? I think I was like a normal amount, not in like a crippling way.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been afraid of the dark, but more like of stuff that you can't see, right?
Like
Like
what?
if you hear something, it's I mean it's not the darkness that's scary; it's what you can't see, right? I'm trying to teach my kids that.
Are they scared of the dark?
Yeah. And I'm trying to teach my kids that a room is the same whether the light's on or not, right? So it's not. The only difference is that you can't see what's there.
That's a fun insight into parenting. I never thought of that.
Yeah.
Like having to teach kids that. Yeah. Exactly what you
And
said.
once I've done training them, I'll go to you, Mark, and then you.
Or like, then we can teach
Gotta-
you that Tuesday comes after Monday.
Yeah.
Carl Johnson says, will the Reclaimers work for DRG? Yeah, they will. That's part of the whole thing. Yoko says, it's not the dark that's scary, it's your own mind that's scary. That's some real shit.
Are we going back to Gunner now?
Yeah.
I'm going Gunner Hurricane build.
No,
this time.
I'm going to Hurricane Bill.
It ain't a gun if it don't weigh at least
I'm going
100
Gunner.
pounds.
Actually, I'll go autocannon. I do the. I'm gonna do the mortar rounds.
I'll go Plasma Burster actually.
Stoopy Waffles 101 says, will there be more lore expunged about who the R&D department is? Not sure that's the right use of expunged, but I admire the use regardless. I don't know if we'll necessarily expunge a lot about that one. I mean, if we do, it'll probably be in some like offhand voice line or something. But we mentioned this before, but like don't expect that we'll put out some big like lore book or like a here's how everything in Rogue Core works. It'll be the same as Deep Rock Galactic, where the storytelling happens sort of through the environment or through voice lines and stuff like that. But there's not going to be like a the story so far, the world of Deep Rock Galactic or something like that.
Cheers, Mike.
Mission selected. Powering up the drop pod. Get on board, team.
Get younger, you know.
Drop sequence initiating. Fasten your seatbelts.
Thomas Queberca talks about in Rogue Core, references the Rogue Core closed alpha FAQ, and there's a question. My friend got into the playtest and I didn't. Did you guys do this on purpose to torment me? The answer was yes. Is this true? Asks Thomas. Thomas, for everyone else it was just a joke, but for you it is true. Hope this helps.
Yeah, fuck you in particular, Thomas. we're done with your shit.
Legal warning. Ghost Ship Games has no actual beef with Thomas. We don't think he's a bad person. In fact, we're just goofing around with you. You have just as much chance of getting with the closed alpha as everyone else.
But still, fuck you, Thomas.
Ghost Ship Games clarifies once again that Jacob is just goofing around. It's the legal opinion of Ghost Ship Games that Jacob's going over the line. Actually, Thomas might be a sensitive person. Have a lot going.
Fuck you too, Aaron. Yeah, but the thing is with the tests that we said earlier, we can't really like handpick who Steam picks out for the test. It'll just say, do you want to let people in from this region and how many, and then we do that. And the extent we can handpick people to join, it will be like mostly focused on people we know already leave good feedback for us. Like people who left the feedback on the experimental and like content creators and stuff like that.
And to be fair, that's just for like the very like the first days of the closed alpha, and then just we make sure that we get off to a start that's like gives us the sort of feedback we're looking for, and then from there going more and more just all right, letting whoever in, or rather on a, I shouldn't say whoever, but on a fully random basis.
Oh my god, look at these nuts.
So many enemies here.
Loads of enemies. I'm seeing loads of enemies here. Dude, you know what the overclock is? My overclock of the month? It is electro-mindless. Those things rock. Do you guys use those?
Yeah.
No.
Funny. Can't hit it. There we go.
Where's it better? Ace Play Pony asks, will it be possible to play Rogue Core solo? Will it be different than playing it from another dwarf? Will you have something like Bosco? Yes, it will be possible to play solo. Will it be different than playing with other people? Yes, that's why there are two different words for playing solo versus playing with others. Will there be something like Bosco? Yes, there will be. There will be a drone named Cooper. So it'll be just about the same as ROCK Galactic, where it'll totally be playable solo, but you know, I think it's our intention and our vision that it's a co-op game. So like our development will be focused on co-op features and things that make our balance around co-op and all that, but you can play solo. We're not gonna stop you. Although we will make fun of you. Panderlord says, how do you guys feel and handle all the ideas people put on Reddit, YouTube, Twitter about new features and ideas? For example, I saw a post about opening a canteen for more food buffs. I mean, community ideas are cool. Like, we feel, I would say first and foremost, I always think it's just cool that a game inspires people's creativity and gets people thinking about, like, I have really specific memories of like being a kid and going for long walks with my brother talking about like possible Battlefront 2 classes that would be awesome to have.
Yes, I had those two.
Yeah, just like talking with your sibling or your friends, but like, wouldn't it be cool if this was in the game? Like, that fucking rocks. So I think it's cool that Deep Rock is a game that attracts that sort of, or that can spark those sort of conversations and ideas in people. I would say like the boring flip side to that coin is it's like, it's awesome to talk about with, you know, with your friends and stuff like that, but then the reality is sometimes we're getting that from like potentially 10 million people. So just as a numbers game, like, you know, you can't, as a numbers game, it's not like everyone's feedback can get implemented. And they can inform like, oh, okay, maybe people are saying that this would be, it's rare and basically never happens that we just say, oh yeah, here's this one specific idea, let's do it. It just more gives us an idea of like what general direction are people enthusiastic about and how can we develop around that. So if you're doing feedback, like if you're submitting feedback to us because you really, really hope that we're gonna take your idea specifically and implement it just as you described, just to prepare you, there are super, it's basically, that's not gonna happen. But if you're just submitting it because you're having fun with the game and you wanted to share an idea that made you think about, definitely do it, because we think that's cool. And I think that I mean, Deep Rock is also a pretty, at this point, a thoroughly developed game that's very much in place. So it's also kind of, it gets, the longer you develop a game and the more of it kind of gets put in place, the harder it is to take in new ideas. But definitely something like with the Rogue Core Closed Alpha is a place where if you've got a ton of ideas, that's a much more fertile soil for planting the seeds of your ideas. And so if you get into the Closed Alpha, at some point, that's a perfect place to say, oh yeah, actually, you know, this doesn't work. This would be cool to have this.
I think we're trying to get more back to the open dev than we were in the early stages of Deep Rock, which was harder to do towards the end because the game was more shaped out, and like a lot of the feedback we got were ideas that just didn't fit in. So it makes more sense to return to that old way of doing it. Because now it's possible to actually like listen to ideas and get inspired by that. Oh, buddy here.
Tyson asks, can you describe the gameplay loop in the simplest way possible? For example, DRG, drop in, gather, get out. Okay, so in Rogue Core, it's drop in, gather XP, gather expedite, I should say, level up, get out. Right?
Yeah,
I guess that's
it's
the
like
simplest way I can put it.
Get in, go down, get out.
All right.
Drop in, gather.
I don't think expedite is like
level
needed, right? It's more like
Drop in,
nice.
pop it, twist it, punch it, screw it, get out.
Yeah, level up, pick upgrades, maybe, if we one of them.
Moon's haunted.
What?
Moon's haunted. Moon's haunted. Oh shit.
Interrupted by Carp says, calm the F on, guys. You really wrote that stream caption without thinking, can I offer you a nice egg in this frying time?
That's not how the quote goes, dude.
Yeah, it's not how the quote goes. Sorry.
My son, he's with the nuts.
All this.
Jacob, please, my son. I take him down to the gunk seed patches, and he eat too many gunk seed, and he gets stomachache, and he gets sick from it. I need help. Please help me with my son, okay? No, don't shoot my son. You treat him bad, you monster. I put my son in box. He get here.
I'm pushing the button.
Yeah, push the button. Get that hat.
How much fashion will there be compared to DRG? So, in the beginning, we won't have any cosmetics, because we're mostly focused on just making a fun gameplay loop and get that nailed down before we add on to it with the cosmetics and stuff.
Yeah, we're mostly focusing on cosmetic surgeries in this game rather than clothes. So, you know, just getting like basic lip fillers and BBLs are going to be a feature from the base game, and then we'll deal with more complicated things like mid-age facelifts and things like that. Hair transplants. That would be a really good cosmetic. It's like the when you see people flying back from Turkey and they have like the back of their head is all raw because they got the having that as a cosmetic would be so good. Oh, I gotta tell that to
I want it.
And just the lore implications that you can get that done by the company. You've got like a way too crisp front hairline, and then the back of your head just has like those
All bloodied.
That'd be really good.
Get it done in the med bay. Or get it done on the long freight.
Yevgeny says, who came up with the idea to make gunk seeds look so much like testicles? That was one of our 2D artists who is also Jacob's doctor.
I get 10% every time we sell something based on gunk seeds. It's not a lot, but pays the rent.
How about we come up with an idea to make testicles look so much like gunk seeds?
And what came first?
Ooh, I got a Ledge Storm. Is that a nice overclock?
Lead Storm is a good one. That's just a classic damage dealer. You get a just a shit ton of flat damage boost, but then you can't move when you're shooting, so you have to bunny hop. But it's good. It's good. You like it.
Got the hat.
You got the hat?
Yeah.
I've had the hat. Sandra said, do you notice there's jiggle bones and all the little peeps on the brim of the hat? A fun fact is the hat is called the Winged Buckaroo because I named it when Amanda sent me a screenshot of it for me to name, and from the angle, I thought that the bunny ears were wings, so I just called it the Winged Buckaroo instead of something bunny themed. But I think it works. Too,
That's so on theme for you, man.
With not doing my research and just running with it. Yeah. Radial says, question, have you guys attempted a challenge run in Rogue Core where you ignore all Expedite and only take upgrades that don't require Expedite? I'm curious how that would go.
You know what? We should note that down for when we start streaming Rogue Core.
I feel like one of the testers probably has tried that. I would think. Are we still doing all one of class, or should we just go whatever? Okay.
Are we doing last year's spring fashion now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I have them all? How many?
I have them all. I think that's 6 in total, right?
Okay, I only have 3. Let's do it.
Oh man, you markers suck.
Let's do it. Let's fucking do it. What? Let's play a computer game. Let's fucking
Up there.
Let's hop onto the computer.
Cute Cub is saying they are based on Jacob's testicle. Actually, no one said that. I think someone implied it, but no one said that.
Yeah, it's never said. You said it actually, and it's weird
Yeah.
that you would say that.
That's another 10% for me.
Dark Apostasy says, when will you start doing dev streams on Rogue Core? Probably sometime in the month of May. But it remains to be seen because we have to get permission from our bosses to do such a thing.
We would have done it now if we got the green light, but we didn't get the green light. We've been asking every week for the last 6 months.
Have you asked this week?
Please.
Please. Also, as a new Easter cosmetic, you should add braided mustaches with carrots sticking in the braids.
I would like some more Easter cosmetics that aren't just hats.
Yeah.
We could do one where like the dice in the drop pod are like just 2 eggs.
That'd be good.
Just for the event.
Do they crack if you slap them then?
Would you like them to?
Yes.
Just hear a high pitched voice going.
Every time.
Oh.
To have it be more accurate,
shit.
Jacob records it.
Of course. I'm working for my 10%. Should get like a stress ball that just had like a voice thing in it. That just go. We could sell them like sell them in four or 5 different versions with like different voice pitches.
This is the most relaxed dev stream I've ever seen. I expected nothing less from this game. Oh, that's great to know.
Wow, thanks, Owen.
Important question: is there a new salute besides the classic rock and stone in Rogue Core? I don't know if we've recorded those yet. I think we have some that are unique to Rogue Core.
Yeah, we were experimenting with one which was Let's Go New York Yankees, but we got lawsuited. We got a legal claim that apparently that's a baseball team. We just thought it sounded cool, so that one's
Yeah, fun fact: the Reclaimers used to be called the Yankees. So.
the New York Yankees.
Then parenthesis, no relation.
It's just that we hired just like this 1-star Google reviews PR agency. Guys, we've got this idea that if you get in this Nathan Fielder thing, the idea, name a game after a baseball team and rely on the lawsuit to generate publicity.
It's not the worst idea I've ever heard. And I've worked in marketing for a while.
And you sit next to me.
I like to imagine your bosses only communicate to you like Mission Control does in game.
I
That's
wish.
pretty accurate.
It's the same relationship of having to manage 4 idiots.
We'd all have like a slider where we just like turn them off.
Filth over in YouTube says, will there be orcs or elves in DRG ever? Goblins? Not directly. We have experimented with adding a mind goblin, but they were still workshopping that one, so we gotta get some of the details right.
Oh yeah, the classic Mind Goblin.
Yeah. Do you know what that is, Phil?
Yes, I know. I'm well aware what that is.
It's one of my favorite
Yeah.
fantasy tropes. If you know, you know.
Does anyone in chat know?
I think it would be pretty cool to have a Mind Goblin in the game, honestly.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Only time will tell if we can get that one implemented.
I hear the Easter Bunny somewhere around here.
The Easter Bunny?
Yeah.
I saw it, but I didn't ping it, so I wasn't motivated enough to do so.
Oh, it's here.
The secret channel over on YouTube says, "Hey, what's a Mind Goblin?"
My God, like these nuts! Your voice cut out for the entire part except for my God, this is nuts!
Oh, God damn it! I did a
Thumbs up.
another clip of my impeccable voice talents wasted. Your game. Blessed. Wikison says, I learned yesterday that you can throw grenades with middle mouse button. I did not know for 1.2k hours. I just learned that today due to your comment.
What? I always use middle mouse.
What?
That's the only button I use. Do you guys use G?
Yeah. What?
What?
You didn't think to tell me?
Nah.
I'm so looking forward to playing Rogue Core if because the current current controls doesn't use the middle mouse button for grenades.
Okay, I'm gonna come with a controversial suggestion. How about we just get the flip out of here?
Mark, you get the fucking fossils because
I don't want the fossils because I'm a driller, Jacob. We're all drillers.
yeah, and
We have no chance
I
to
just
get fossils.
deposited 3 fossils.
Yeah, but now we need 3 more.
Yeah, then you go
I'm not
get
getting
them.
3
You
more.
go get them. You know what? I'm gonna put a C4 on the extraction button, so in case you try to cut it and run, I'm gonna blow you up. There you go. We still haven't gotten the bunny.
The buddies.
You can hear it. Oh! Ow.
Did you guys see that the GeoGuessr championships are coming to Denmark in August?
What championship?
GeoGuessr?
Oh, really?
Yeah, at I think Copenhagen. But in Copenhagen, I really want to go. I don't
Oh,
really
here.
play it that much, but I think it'd be cool.
I had no clue there was a championship of that.
No, there's gotta be. Who's the one guy that the default dude for knowing everything about GeoGuessr? He gets memed about for being good at it.
It's not like Waldo.
I can have it. I imagine his face in my head, but I don't.
Is GeoGuessr the one where you have to guess a location from a picture or from a street view kind of perspective? Yeah.
Are you good at geography, Mark?
I know one person in Denmark who's really good at that actually. Even
Are
had
you-
a TikTok account around it.
No, shit. Are you good at geography?
No, not really.
I got stumped the other day for. Okay, see if you can do it. Could you name off the top of your head an African country that starts with K?
But you can't, Mark.
No.
Come on, Mark. Try again.
Not a single one?
With K?
Yeah, country in Africa starts with K. I was stumped on that all weekend. It took me a bit too.
I have faith in Mark.
Do you know what it is?
Yeah, I know what it is.
Yeah, there is-
But I'm not
yeah.
competing. He's asking you.
It was there was some question of some percent of people can get this.
Let me think.
We need 1 fossil. Maybe I think it's.
No, I don't know.
Oh, come on, Mark. Come on.
Annie? All right, country known for marathon runners.
I haven't watched that movie.
No, like for this people who do the sport of marathon.
Oh.
Well, the Marathon Man is a movie. But I think it's,
Oh, Anthony helped out in chat.
What is it, Mark?
Didn't you?
can you fit these nuts in your mouth?
Mark, you're so easy. I saw that coming a mile away.
I hate you guys. But
God damn.
the longest these nuts joke ever.
Another color shuffle go down like this. Good work, miners.
Need the final.
God damn it. I fell right into that one.
More like it landed in your mouth, Mark.
Just walked into that one with an open mouth.
The guy in the background. No, that was Aaron. This is just because his mic cuts out when he laughs. And then you can hear it through my microphone, I think.
That's how good our sound system is. The other microphones will pick up if one cuts out.
Hey devs, just a quick thanks for having a cloud save system. Saved me 200 hours play after the system reset. Yikes, brother Warren.
Someone's not on PlayStation.
Supply drop has been ordered and is on the way.
Alright, I'm gonna give you guys 30 seconds and I'm pressing the button, Jacob.
You're not pressing the button, Mark.
Speaking of nut, and what Mark is nuts, Mark is also nuts about our stream sponsor, which
That
is,
is
of
true.
course, our good friends at the Sakandi Food and Beverage Company. They've been making the streams possible since time immemorial, and of course, if you're a longtime listener, you know Sakandi's, but if you're just joining us, Sakandi's is your one-stop shop for all things food and beverage. The Sakandi family made it onto the market in 1907 with their famous carbonated root beer, made in their family business in Pennsylvania. They are and always have been family owned and operated. But these days, you can find Sakandi's flagship product on all 7 continents, and that's, of course, their nuts. In 2025, you can find Sakandi's nuts in groundbreaking nut varieties such as peanuts, cashews, and pistachios, and an experimental almond. You can find them in flavor varieties such as triple salt, bergamot, and alleged sour grape. And so next time you are at Mark's house trying to teach him the days of the week on a standard Roman calendar, and he's looking at you with this blank look like he not only doesn't understand it, but he resents you for trying to teach him how the days of the week work, you can take a deep breath and console yourself on your 10-minute cigarette break before you go back to tutoring this Sisyphusian task of education by delighting yourself and pulling out of your backpack a
You can
fresh
press the button now, Mark.
Yeah,
We got it
go for
wrong. No, you
That's
can do it.
Sakandi's nuts, folks.
No you,
No, you.
no you.
They're busted with
Nady.
flavor.
Thanks for that message from our sponsor, Aaron.
Oh,
Do they have some pistachios? Yes, they do.
Do they have pistachio? Come on. Ask me if they have pistachio.
dude, speaking of bergamot, I had a crazy scoop of ice cream this weekend. Bergamot basil. How about that for a scoop of ice cream?
I don't think I even know what bergamot is.
I learned it only from my friend, and it is often in essence, it's a bergamot orange is the thing that it comes from, which is a citrus fruit that basically no one ever like eats, but it's extracted from the peel. And if you know Earl Grey tea, the flavor of Earl Grey is bergamot. Yeah,
Did you get it from Ismail?
I did indeed.
Nice. I went there yesterday too.
Dude, came so close to winning.
What did you choose? 2 scoops?
Yeah, well, I was there with my friend who was visiting, and he got the mango lassi and the basil bergamot, and I got the melke gelato and cinnamon, which was biggity.
Nice.
Speaking of ice cream, Mark, did you hear what happened in China? This one isn't. I get the Kenya thing, but this isn't.
What, Aaron? What happened in China?
I'm trying to fit my nuts in your mouth.
God damn it.
Freddie SS says
What are you
if
doing,
the
Mark?
flavor of Earl Grey is bergamot, then why the heck would they use instead such a boring sounding name instead? That's a good question. But I think also the flavor has other things. It's not just like bergamot tea, but it's like black tea with a bunch of herbs and things like that. But bergamot is part of it. Just one voice in the choir. That's my guess. I'm not a tea guy. Or I am a tea guy, but I'm not smart about it.
Where's the drop pod? Oh, over there.
Ah! Shit's up there. How do I?
Mark, I can drill when your drills are overheated.
Alright.
Part of that. Pretty smart, right?
Aw. Guys are so cute. Ah, I'm just gonna fly there. It's Uber.
Oh, watch out, Aaron! That's a big drop.
Okay.
Not here! Not like this! Oh.
Man, there is a big drop. How about that? Yep. That's a big drop, all right.
Do Danes drink more tea or coffee? That's a good question.
Coffee.
Coffee.
I would guess coffee. Or
Definitely
By
coffee.
a huge margin.
Oh shit! I'm gonna step myself through that here.
I think Denmark is like top 10, maybe top 5 countries in the world for coffee consumption.
I do think we drink quite a lot of tea too, but I think coffee is definitely like that's a staple.
I think also I don't know where I read this, but I feel like Denmark ranks also really highly for a lot of the coffee being Insta coffee.
I think it's more like a regular coffee pot, maybe.
I love my instant coffee.
An awfully hot coffee pot. We drink a decent amount of tea, but not as much as they do in Kenya or China.
I think I'm gonna go grab a cup of coffee right now. Get back.
Yummy. Yummy.
Scoot, 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 scoot.
We did it. Ace Play Pony on Twitch says, question, pop a loot bug or pet a loot bug? I just always shoot loot bugs when I see them. Not out of like, they must die. I just see them as like a game objective. And there's resources in them. So I just go for them.
Ectoplasm is saying, I'm stupid, how far is Denmark from England? And then Jerry, from straight from our program department, saying, close enough to sail by a Viking ship. And I think that's a sick reference.
Got him.
Because we did.
Yevgeny says, last time I've been to Aarhus, Denmark, I struggled to find good coffee. But then again, I live in Greece, and the standards for coffee here are ridiculously high. Yeah, I mean, at least Copenhagen is a bunch of like fancy, snooty pooty.
I feel like
shops.
Aarhus should have like
Yeah, there's
decent coffee too. Maybe I mean maybe not like I'm not sure what the Greece standard. I would think you guys have better olives at least.
One would hope. If you don't, what are you doing?
What are you doing here?
What are you doing? What are you doing? You're messing around with me. Hey.
Mission locked in. Powering up the drop pod.
I don't think we have like ridiculously high standards for coffee though. But we do have like we have a lot of like the fairly good like coffee houses, and I think they're also like at least in central Copenhagen a lot of like smaller coffee bars or baristas and stuff that really go all into it. Are we switching to engineer?
Yeah, you also want to switch to Has 5.
I also want to switch to these nuts.
There we go.
Go with my new hat first.
Jenny says, as a Swede, the coffee in Denmark is worse. Don't add me. I won't. Actually, I am adding you because I'm saying it on stream. What are you going to do about it, Jenny? That's fine. You can have that one.
At Jenny.
You can have it, Jenny. We'll give you the title for that one. I'm not getting involved in coffee quality debates.
I feel like Jenny, you're like talking big for coming from a country that does like a sandwich cake.
Sandwich cake? That sounds good. What is that?
That's basically like a sandwich that's also a cake.
You're not selling it to me.
I mean, it's fish in it.
Ah, okay. I'm out. You had me for a little bit though.
Mission selected. Powering up the drop pod.
Mark, why haven't you switched to engineer yet?
Mark was getting a cup of coffee. A yummy cup of coffee.
I am back.
Did you get instant coffee?
Yes.
You got to
Even at
spend
work
gold
where they
to
have the
get
fancy
gold.
coffee machine, you get instant
Yeah,
coffee.
I sometimes prefer instant coffee.
That's dedication to the sport. I
Slumming with the
respect.
peasants, Mark.
I think it's because I've grown up with instant coffee, so it's
So you're 3 years old.
it's what I've always had at home.
You don't have like a coffee machine?
Buy the beer.
At home?
Yeah.
No.
My parents taught me to drink coffee when I was like 6 years old, like with milk and sugar, right? But just because then I would learn how to use the coffee maker, so I could make them coffee.
Wait, did you drink coffee from 6 years old?
Yeah, I mean, I had coffee like once in a while. I didn't like drink it. I never like drunk it. I don't
even
need
now?
coffee when I I have a coffee once in a while. I'm not.
Can we go back, please?
Kill anything with more legs than two.
I've always been a tea type. I'll go coffee by convenience. But... Oh God! Oh my Lord! Ah!
I try to limit my caffeine intake after like midday. Well, but
Okay.
it's not going too well.
Oh jeez.
Okay, what the?
I'm getting mega shreked out here.
I forgot to change my loadout.
Hump Jack requested and is inbound.
I got bonked.
Got you.
Thank you, Mark.
They still need
Just
one.
you on YouTube says, Are you
one
guys
note
gaming
for
at
the-
work? Ow, 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 ow. I got scale bromble.
Oh shit! What the?
I can't see the last nodule from here.
No, me neither.
Pretty
But
hot
I
start.
took out all the other. I can see it from here, but I'm dead.
Come and rescue me.
Okay.
I'm down.
All right. Let's try and set this
Thomas is asking, does the robot from the April Fool's video have a name? I think that is like a creation of Casper, the 3D artist himself. I'm not,
up. Casper wrote in Discord that it does have a name, but I can't remember what it is.
it's not Casper.
It's not Casper.
Casper, the friendly robot.
Or Vendia.
Or Indian. Do you know who that is, Mark?
Who?
Knew you wouldn't, man.
Mark Santa Claus.
I think we should dedicate the rest of 2025 to get Mark to watch Starship Troopers.
Yeah, I can dedicate a whole year for it.
We've already been trying for a year.
You guys seen any other good movies lately?
No.
I
I've
watched
only
a
played
movie
video
called
games.
Unlocked a few
Yeah.
days ago. That was surprisingly good. I thought it was super cliche, but then it actually made a little plot twist that I hadn't expected.
What was the movie? What's the premise?
The cliche wasn't. It wasn't cliche anyway. Or that plot twist wasn't cliche. So.
It's about this CIA agent who's called in as like an interrogator,
Okay.
and she's called in to like prevent a terrorist attack. And yeah, I don't know.
Sounds
yeah.
like a
You should
movie
watch it.
Jodie Foster
Exactly.
would star in.
Jodie Foster.
Who's in it, Mark?
Michael Keaton is in it.
Okay.
Not Brad Pitt. Orlando Bloom is in it.
That's almost the same.
Wow.
I think Orlando Bloom is
Martin, you
happy with that like comparison.
Is it recent?
It's from 17 or 18. It wasn't fantastic, but it also wasn't bad. I thought it was really bad for the first 30 minutes, but then
That's never a good sign
plot
for a movie,
twist.
though.
it seemed very predictable, but it turned out to not be as predictable as I expected it to be.
If it's like kind of movie, just like you just have to watch it to then it's really good. It's usually not.
Has anyone in chat seen it? It's a movie called Unlocked. I can't remember what the lead actress's name is called, but she's also
What else have you seen?
Hollywood.
Probably
Yeah, I can't
Anya
remember.
Taylor-Joy or something.
I'm gonna have to look it up.
I have not.
The last full movie I saw was the latest Deadpool one.
Watched it.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
Yeah, it's okay, Mark. We're not playing Has 5 or anything.
Is it actually?
It is actually. Has 5.
Yeah, that's why we're getting smacked so hard.
Oh fuck! I died.
Because you're looking up stuff while playing has 5.
Numi Rapace.
Oh no,
Numi-
yeah, from the girl with the dragon tattoo.
Numi Rapace.
The Swede.
Ooh.
And
Oh, and it's not Michael Keaton. Michael Douglas, I mean.
That's not Michael Keaton.
John Malkovich is in it too. What do you say? Okay.
Who's in it?
John Malkovich.
Yeah.
Oh, John Malkovich, yeah.
Matthew Mark.
I watched the 2002, I guess, kind of heist movie called Sexy Beast by the director of Zone of Interest. Who is, what's his name? Anyway, this guy that directed Zone of Interest and also a Jamiroquai music video where he's in that moving around room. Same guy
yeah,
for all
yeah.
3.
What's he called? What's his name?
I'm blanking on it, but it's looking.
Hey, Aaron. What? It's time.
No, Jakob, please tell me, my boy. I have not heard from him. How is he?
Furry white little man.
Oops, dropped him.
My sweet boy. No, Jakob. Please, my son. He fell from a great height. I cannot heal him. Anyway, Sexy Beast movie recommended. It's like the premise is, I guess, I thought it was a heist movie, but it's like the premise of guy in retirement and then somebody comes to like try and get him out of retirement to do one last job.
Yeah.
But it like the heist itself is a very small part of the movie, and most of it is just about this like extremely unpleasant like mob recruiter guy just trying to like bully him at his house. It's really it's funny, but it's also really, really intense. Ben Kingsley plays the
Right.
the mob recruiter guy, and he's fucking unpleasant in it. He does such a good job with it. It's like I guess you would think it would be sort of a heist thriller, but it's just an extended drama. Good stuff. Finpa says, do you think GSG could make a heist game like Payday? Jacob, didn't you one time like sort of pitch a concept for that?
Yeah, like we kind of wanted to, like, we did like a pitch thing for a follow-up to Deep Rock, and I pitched like a goblin heist game called GRAB, Goblin Reacquisition Bureau, I think it was, just to keep the acronyms funny. Basically, goblins like try to repossess stuff from different clients, I think.
So you're saying Repo?
Yeah, but not as good as Repo. Can't believe they stole my idea.
They repoed it.
Yeah. Repo's really good though.
Have you played since we played on
Oh
stream?
yes.
A lot?
Yeah, you played it
quite a bit,
bunch,
quite a
right?
bit, quite a bit.
Who do you play with?
I played with Johan and
know him.
Miles, like the streamer,
yeah.
and Johan's baby brother.
I didn't know Johannes' baby brother.
Yeah, I do.
No, me neither.
Called Little Johan.
I think he's called David. He was like a very, very little brother. He was like just like doing little brother things, like walking off and like just disappearing, and then suddenly appear with treasure in his hands and stuff. It was very wholesome.
Is he like 9 or like?
No, I think he's like maybe
He made it sound like he's 9.
probably like in his early 20s or something.
Okay. That's just the way you described him. I thought. It was
Yeah, it's just like. But since you're Johan's the little brother, it's just like he was doing the little brother things. It's just it was very fitting.
Another pump jack connected.
I would love to play Repo again.
Yeah, it's so good.
We should play it on stream. I mean, there's clearly a demand for it, right?
Yeah, if only we were doing like a new stream calendar soon, we could just squeeze stuff like that in.
I think if we can get at least 5 people in chat right now to say they want us to play Repo, I mean, that's enough justification for me.
I also really want to try like the game I linked, the Last Train Out of Wormtown.
Oh yeah,
That looks really fun.
pretty fun too. What, Aaron?
I'm wondering if fighting bugs
to ask
and
my
moving
girlfriend if
dirt
she wants to
is
go to
the way to make a
Wormtown.
living.
Then she could get like the Last Train Out of Wormtown.
You're getting slapped at the club because I keep asking people.
Would you look at that, guys? Look at how many people are writing us to play Repo. Repo for Carl, play Repo.
All right, we got it. Well,
Repo, please. Yes, repo. Repo, please.
wow, Repo. Play Repo. Play the
Computer
computer
company
game
would be
Repo.
fun too, not gonna lie.
Boo, play Repo. Okay.
I'm fine with repo. More repo.
All right, Chad, if you have any other ideas of games you would like us to stream next month, let us know, because we're setting the calendar this week, and I'm open for suggestions, because I don't have a lot of ideas myself.
Oh, when are we doing the
Schedule 1?
no, the what's it called? The
Neighbor?
Nostalgia stream.
Oh, yeah, shit, we got to reschedule that one. Why, what's your game?
You know what my game is. Should we reveal it here? No,
No,
that'd be spoilers.
Yeah,
That'd be spoilers.
you're right, it would be spoilers. Somebody says Rogue Core. Okay, we'll do Rogue Core next month, fine. But what else are we doing? Rogue Core, Repo, I guess we can do Childhood Nostalgia streams. Should we do a little Deep Rock Galactic, or is that game old fucking hat now that Rogue Core closed alphas is out?
I think we should mix it up.
I mean, the close alpha is a close
Like
alpha,
a
right? So it's not like
healthy
a
fitty-fitty, maybe?
super content heavy.
Incoming wave. Incoming. Smoke him if you got him.
Isn't the like the jump ship game coming out soon?
Jump what?
Jump ship?
Oh, remind me what the game is.
It's from you remember Daniel Kaplan, like one of the coffee stain founders. I think he left at some point and made a new studio, and they're making like Jump Ship, which is I think it's sort of similar to Void Crew. It just has more like gunplay and stuff in it.
Oh yeah.
Really
That looks pretty cool. It looks very Void Crew, right?
Yeah, just like less heavy on like the religious theme, like the Egyptian thing and stuff like that, and more just I think it's more shooter, more action shooter.
I remember they released a trailer not too long ago.
Yeah, like a
When you guys share this in Slack, right?
Yeah, that'd be fun to play too.
How dare you?
Pump sequence at 50%.
Jab on YouTube says, can we get a Rogue Core dev stream ahead of the alpha? Maybe. We talked about that today. I hope we can. I think we just have to let Mike give us permission.
Yeah.
I think that's likely.
If we're lucky, it will be ahead of the alpha, like just before it starts, I think.
Yeah, we'll let you know when, so you guys can tune in to watch. 'Cause,
Do like a Discord event and stuff like that.
oh yes. Great idea.
That worked pretty well for the Triple I.
Yeah, how many people in
think we
chat
had
actually watched Triple I live?
I know we had
Get a quick-
like
quick head count. 'Cause
5.5k like on the Discord event on its own. So
yeah, and man, there were so many Rolling Stones in chat, even before the event
yeah,
started.
that was pretty crazy. It was a little like, oh shit, guys, leave some room for the other games too.
Drop a 1 in chat if you watched the Triple I Initiative live, where we premiered the Rogue Core trailer, not last Thursday, but the Thursday before that.
Yeah, April 10th.
April 10th, yeah. Night Elf Bane comes with a suggestion, serious suggestion for our stream. Vox. I think it's 2 players only though. I haven't heard about that game. PHOGS. Ooh, we got a lot of people who watched the Triple I trailer. That's awesome. And hey, thank you guys so much for tuning into the dev stream too. That's super cool.
The noise from the refinery is
I love when there's a little overlap between people that watch the dev stream and people that watch like.
Would you play a full Baldur's Gate 3 campaign on stream? I would say we would, but I don't think they'll let us.
Yeah, I think that might be. That'd be sick
That would be
though. I mean,
so
if we're,
fun.
If we're going all dwarfs.
And Aaron should just do all the voices.
I've never
still have
actually played Baldur's Gate 3.
Have you completed it, Jacob?
No. I
really wanna
took a
complete it.
really long break after like in the middle of Act 3.
Yeah. I'm still in Act 2, man.
So if I'm probably gonna play it again now they've done the last content patch with the I think 12 new subclasses.
think it's just 8, isn't it?
Eight,
Oh
yeah,
no, it's
whatever.
patch 8. It's patch
patch
8. But
eight,
yeah,
yeah.
no, right. No, you're right. I think it is. 12.
Since they're not doing anymore, I think it's a good time to return to it at some point when I have time and I'm done with like blueprints and all the other stuff I'm playing.
What do you guys think they're working on now? Because
It,
part of me is kind of sad that it won't be like D&D.
I'm thinking Divinity Original Sin 3, which is like just as good.
But is it? That's not in the DRG universe, right? But there's some overlap.
Baldur's
or I-
Gate universe. You said DRG universe. It's not in the DRG universe.
Is it Baldur's Gate? Oh
No. The
Oh,
you
it's not?
said DRG universe. What are we talking
Oh,
about?
yeah.
No, it's
Oh,
their
yeah,
own
with
it's
D&D,
their own
yeah.
world, but I think it's like if you played the second one at least, I think that's like just as good.
But there's some similarities between Baldur's Gate and Divinity Sin, right?
Yeah. I mean,
far as
I think Baldur's Gate 3
dice
is
rolls.
based on all the things like they learned in Divinity 2, and it's the same type of game.
Okay, so there's still dice rolls.
I can definitely recommend both the first and the second one. The second one is probably the best of the two, but they're still really good.
Another Sea
Mark.
of Thieves stream would be pretty cool.
Oh yeah,
Have you
at
guys played that?
yeah.
Oh, yes, I played a ton of Sea of Thieves.
Really? I've never played it.
Really fun.
And-
It's a bit of a grind though,
Okay.
which I guess is.
But I think you could just like play it for fun, right?
Yeah.
Because it's not like you
I
grind
never-
for
I
the
never reached
cosmetics, right? Or what are you?
No, you grind for like a pirate legend status.
Okay, which will give you
Where you
what
have, you have
cosmetics?
to level up with all of the different factions.
But what does it give you?
It gives you. I think it gives you access to some new quests or something. A new campaign, pirate legend campaign.
But
and
nothing
some
like
cosmetics.
not like yeah new quest, but nothing like you don't get like cooler ships and shit. Or what?
Yeah, I think it. Yeah, that too.
Okay.
But it's like at least for when I played it, it was a huge grind because you had to get to level 25 or something with all of the factions, and one level could easily take like 5 hours.
I'd really like to play like a survival game, like Get Grounded or something.
Yeah, I'm still playing. I played Valheim yesterday. So we're still. We've actually reached some
you
really
didn't
exciting.
invite me, Mark, so I'm just saying.
Oh, we're having a blast because we're playing. We're having a playthrough where none of us is googling anything, so we're like
Allegedly.
exploring things and trying to figure it out all by ourselves, and that has netted us like I think
Aaron?
I've clocked in like 200 hours already, and I only just discovered silver in the mountains region.
By the beard! Rock on!
Oh, it's 50 actually if you want to be Pirate Legend. Oh, okay. Yeah, 50. That's even worse. Maybe I just maybe I stopped at 25. I think I got to 25 with almost all of them, and then I was like, no, this is consuming my life. How about some Factorio? Can you play Factorio multiplayer?
Oh yeah.
Ooh,
Really?
Accommodations are the drive for Sea of Thieves. That's what you want. 50 in 3 of the factions. Okay. I think they also, after I stopped playing, they also added like multiple ways you could multiply your reputation, if I recall correctly. So if you like, you could like sail with one of the faction's flags, and that would multiply the reputation gain or something. So I think it's gotten much easier to get to Pirate Legend compared to what it was when I played the game. But yeah, I don't know. Emissary, yeah, that's right, Emissary.
Mark, Altisimo on Twitch says, I did a playthrough of Valheim with my best friend where we similarly didn't look anything up, and it took us just shy of 500 hours to beat the current final boss.
Oh, that's sick. That means I still have like 250 hours to go. We discovered our first.
Tell me you don't have kids without telling me you don't have kids, Mark.
I guess it's like a mini boss,
Okay.
but it's like a werewolf guy in a cave with an orange name.
In Valheim?
Yeah, it's called like Gar or something, and he does this insane ice AOE attack, which
But
doesn't
Spoiler!
annihilate.
He doesn't have like a top-of-screen health bar.
No.
Okay, I've never run into this.
And when we enter his cave, the Hugin is outside saying, "Hey, turn back because this cave is very, very dangerous.
Interesting.
Yeah. I wonder what he drops. We couldn't even make a dent in his health bar.
Oh, I needed that.
Weird. I've never. Maybe that's a new thing, but I've not. I have not encountered it.
That's because you're busy just building houses in the corner somewhere.
That's true.
How old are you? You're behaving like
It's
ill-mannered
accurate.
children. Please, stop it.
I'm the top prop in the valley.
Nathan Renner over on YouTube says, "Thanks for all you people have done. This is my first stream, and I've enjoyed everything about this company and game. Over 500 hours. Thank you, Nathan. Thanks for tuning in, and rock and stone to you, pal. Here's to 500 more."
Wittgenstein.
I've found an insane hiding spot.
For what? Oh. That's... I don't even know what you're hiding as. I'm looking at your screen, and I can't tell where you are. Who's hunting? Is it Jacob?
Currently
Pirate
not,
Legend.
but I can.
Oh, wait, no, I'm
Shit.
Oh, that sounds sick. Bread consumer.
Freddy SS says, "Do you guys have a favorite music artist?"
Alright, Aaron, check this out. I think I might be impossible to hit, actually.
Okay, where are you? I'm just trying to hit you. Where the fuck are you? Behind the
I'm behind the shop terminal.
shop terminal? What?
Yeah, I'm down there.
Classic Mark gameplay.
Ah, okay, you can actually hit me.
Ah, okay. Mark, do you have a favorite music artist besides the jazz playlist?
That's a good question. I really like Uken Kunstner, the Danish artist.
Huh.
What's yours, Aaron?
God. I think it depends on the genre. It's really hard to say like one. I feel like I've never had like a all for years favorite artist type of thing. Maybe Boards of Canada. It's like a Irish electronica group from the late 90s, early 2000s. Would maybe be an all-timer. I feel like a lot of like hip hop and rap, but it's hard to narrow down. If that's the case, maybe like Freddie Gibbs or Action Bronson. Something like that. I've been listening to a lot of Judas Priest since like for the last 2 years. I don't know, things like that. What about you, Jacob?
I'm gonna go with something like kind of semi-old school Soundgarden.
Soundgarden.
That's a grunge thing.
Soundgarden.
Soundgarden.
Soundgarden, these nuts.
And SoundCloud.
Not Soundgarden.
What? What is it?
It's like a garden, Mark. You
Oh,
plant.
Soundgarden. Ah, it's a rock band. Black Hole Sun.
Trips win.
Spoon Man.
Here's Spoonman. Spoonman, these nuts.
Well, do we call it? It's about that time.
Hey, I'm not the enemy.
Well, folks, I think Jacob is at some point trying to find somebody on Twitch that we can do for a little Twitch raid. If you are watching us on Twitch, first of all, bless you, and I hope you're enjoying your purple UI around the screen. But stay tuned because we do a little Twitch raid at the end of the stream where we go in and pop into the stream of somebody else out there playing Deep Rock Galactic on Twitch. But whether you're watching us on Twitch or YouTube, thank you very much for joining us. It's been a pleasure having you here. What are we doing on
Correct.
Thursday? Thursday we're doing Spell Rogue, right? Yeah, Thursday we're playing...
Yeah. Spell Rogue is releasing on Thursday.
That's right. Spell Rogue is going 1.0 on Thursday, so we'll be playing that dice rolling extravaganza live on stream. If you are joining us for the first time or the 100th, thank you very much for coming and hanging out for us with your questions, with your goofs and gags, and you know, your all around good nature. So hope you have a lovely time. If you don't already subscribe, consider doing so on Twitch or YouTube. We'd love to see you another time. And in the meantime, whether we see you Thursday or another day in the bright, bold, and rich future ahead of us, rockets down to you, and I hope you're doing well.
Wittgenstein!
Rock and Stone.